There are a bunch of travel habits I used to do, like planning everything into detail, always looking for the cheapest hostel I could find, and just do all the touristic things. But the more I travel, the more I realize that those habits actually make things worse. More stressful, less fun, and sometimes even more expensive. So today I'm sharing the travel habits I stopped doing and why you might want to stop them too. Overpacking. Trust me, you don't need 5 pair of pants, you don't need 5 pair of shoes, and don't need 10 tops. First of all, you have a laundry machine everywhere basically, so you can wash your laundry, and also nobody cares if you're wearing the same things over and over again while you're on a vacation. Like, the people don't know you anyway, so pack less, trust me. And also it saves you money. Like, when you have a suitcase or a second carry-on luggage, it's more expensive. You have to carry a lot more. If you need something, you could always buy it there. Trying to see everything. You know those places where there's just a lot to do and you want to see everything? Because for me, when I'm somewhere and people ask me, oh, have you seen this? Have you been there? And I say no, then I feel like I'm missing out and somehow I would disappoint them, which does not make sense at all because they haven't even been with me on vacation. So I realized seeing less but enjoying the moment more is definitely the better experience, the better vacation. It's less stressful and you just, like, you're on vacation, just do what you want to do. And yes, if it's your definition of fun, seeing as many places as you want to, then go for it, for sure. But for some people it's better to make less and to enjoy more. And by the way, I'm not sure if you can hear the thunder, but I hope it doesn't start raining now because I want to film this video. Eating only local food. This goes in both directions. For example, I'm European, so Asian food I really love, it's delicious, but sometimes I just need Western food, and then I feel like I'm gonna die if I don't have this burger right now because I cannot eat any Asian food more. I want to eat the food that I'm used to. So I go to McDonald's pretty often while I'm on vacation, but sometimes I just need it. You don't have to feel guilty, you don't have to try everything that is local even though you don't want to. So it's also fine if you just eat the food you want instead of saying, oh, I only eat local stuff because that's why I'm here. Yes, you should always try the local food, for sure. Before you go on vacation, you have certain expectations. This thunder is really worrying me, I'm sorry, but also the sun is still shining, so hopefully we're good. Before you go on vacation, you have certain expectations. You know, you picture things in your head, how it's gonna be, or at least that's what I do, but I guess many people are with me on this. So I have this picture of me laying on the beach with a coconut in my hand and sangria and just enjoy, and it looks like this and blah blah blah. And then sometimes I'm like, when it's not like this, I'm like a little bit, not really disappointed, but sometimes I just feel like I'm doing something wrong because it's not how I pictured it in my head, which is of course unnecessary stress, because of course things are not how you expect them to be, especially if you never have been to this country. Like, how would you even know how it is there? So don't picture everything in your head and then be disappointed when it's different, and also don't plan everything. Leave space for some magic, some unexpected things. Honestly, like, one time I went to Ljubljana, which is in Slovenia, and we were at the bar and we met some Australian people and they were like, hey, we are doing pub crawl tonight, do you want to join? And we were like tipsy and we were like, yeah, let's go, and we had the best night ever. It was so much fun. The next day was a little bit screwed and all we could do was go to the supermarket to buy some pizza and go to our Airbnb, and that's all we did. But honestly, it was worth it. It was so much fun. So when you leave space for some unexpected things to happen, the better experiences you have. We all know it. We want to save money even when we're traveling. So we are going more for like the cheaper hotel because rather spend money on the experience there, right? yeah, there's some country where it might work, but the other, trust me, it's better to spend 10 euros or $10 more per night, but you have like the better experience. The cheapest options sometimes are the cheapest option, and there's a reason why they are so cheap. So if you can afford it, maybe just pay 10 euro more per night, but you will have a better experience. Your bed will be more comfortable, it will be clean, it will be quieter, and you just overall your trip will be better. Because let's be real, if your hotel sucks, then also the vacation, like, it just puts a damper on it, you know? So maybe don't go for the cheapest of the cheapest option. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to spend $500 per night, but just $10 more. This depends on the length of your trip, but skipping rest days. For example, I was in the US for 3 weeks. Every day I did something else, and I traveled to different cities, to different states, and while I had the best time, after 2.5 weeks I was completely exhausted. I was so done. I was in New York and I wanted to go to the State of Liberty, and a friend told me take the first ferry in the morning because otherwise it's so busy. I could not get out of bed. I could not. I just couldn't. I went later and it was still fine because also it was winter, so not that many tourists. But I just realized it would have been nice to have one day in between where I could do absolutely nothing. But I'm always like, I want to see everything. I want to see as much as possible. And while I also think that's totally fine because I still want to see as much as possible, but also I want to do it more relaxed and enjoyable. And when I don't see this one thing, I guess it will be okay. My vacation will still be good. Sometimes you have to take a rest day, and then overall the vacation is also better than doing something every day, because that's really exhausting when you travel for like 3 weeks. I feel like an ant just attacked me. So these are some travel habits that I changed. Let me know in the comments if you have more, because I feel like there are so many more that I didn't even think about. So let me know what are some travel habits that you learned not to do anymore. And I hope you liked that video. I hope you had a good day. See you in the next one. Bye!